What's going on, everybody? You got the Raging Rob here. New guidelines for Twitter, December 18th. If you are a conservative and you support the President of the United States, just as minimal as supporting the President of the United States, or just as minimal as calling something as it is, or just as minimal as, saying something's hate, you've probably been suspended on Twitter. I've had about 200 accounts suspended, terminated. I just had another one terminated this morning. I still have about 40 accounts on Twitter. You're probably not going to find 3/4 of them because I got them listed under stupid names that you're probably never going to ever figure out. So I always see what goes on. Once in a while I lose a few of those stupid ones, but once in a while I try to create one with my real name on it. Those are the ones that keeps getting suspended. Anyway, I've had some problems with some there's liberal hate groups out there. They go around and just harassing conservatives, harassing their jobs, harassing their families. They run in groups. I suspect a few of them work for the NSA. I can't confirm this. So some of it it's like a living for them, and some of it they claim they're doing it. The truth of the matter is they're working for these Nazi globalists that the conservatives find out too much information about the globalists and what they're doing, and they have to censor them, because we're a threat to the global elites, Illuminati, satanic plans, and that's why we're a threat to them. And and these liberal troll groups, they're like they're like the bottom feeders for the global elite, going after conservatives and just trying to destroy their lives and do whatever they can to harass them. I've dealt with them for quite some time now, about 4 or 5 years now, trying to censor us conservatives. But Twitter is, what can you expect? I mean, Twitter, they want to make everything liberal. I mean, that's the fact of the matter. They want to make it all liberal. They don't, I mean, you had an employee erase Donald Trump's Twitter page. It was gone for like 6 hours. On his last day of work, we don't know who that employee was. I'd like to expose his ass, but, fact of the matter is, probably never going to find out who it is. When I find these idiots, I expose them. And that's why I've been censored so much. And Facebook is starting to shit too. I mean, Mark Zuckerberg, he admits he's a liberal. I mean, Jack, he came out. He's a liberal. He hates conservatives. He hates Donald Trump supporters. I mean, that's the way it is. There's another app out there. It's called Gab. Check that out. I got an account on there, Raging Rob 192. They're more free speech than Twitter. You could basically say pretty much anything. I mean, not to get too crazy or anything, but basically I made this video because I want to talk about Twitter, a new guideline they're coming up with, which they don't have, which they can pretty much suspend anybody for anything. They claim it's anybody who sides with a hate group, or I don't know what the hell they're doing anymore. The new guidelines start on December the 18th, and allegedly, according to Twitter, it's anyone who sides with the hate group, or I'm not sure, something with the hate group, or anything they consider hate speech or a hate group. They can just ban you pretty much for anything. Conservatives are calling it the Twitter purge, like they haven't, already tried to purge conservatives off Twitter anyway. I mean, look what happened to Cassie Dillon. I made a rant video about that. It's floating around out there somewhere. Cassie Dillon responded to me. Anyway, she's really popular. Yeah, I mean, if you're a conservative, chances are you've been suspended or lost a few accounts on Twitter, Probably not as extreme as me. I mean, I've heard cases more extreme than me. I talked to one guy, he claimed, which I can't confirm this is true, but he claimed he lost over 1,000 Twitter accounts. Anywhere between 800 and 1,000. I want to say my number's around 250. Maybe 300. But that's still a lot. but I still have about 40 or 50 on there. I'm not exactly sure. I got to count them up. My last count was 44, I think. And Facebook's getting so bad. My last count on Facebook was 19. Created 5 more this week, so I think I'm at 19 now. But I mean, that's how pathetic it's getting, you know. But anyway, that's just the way Twitter is. I mean, if you're a conservative, you know what the hell's up. But I mean, this is going to be the death of Twitter. They want to purge conservatives off their network. I mean, they have that. It's just like a private company. If you're the business owner of, let's say, a restaurant, or you own your own business, you have the right to say, you know, it's a free market. Before the fucking libtards took over, but it's a free market. Before they, you know, these libtards started crying discrimination for this and that and whatever else. But back in the day, you know, you own your own damn business. You can run it your way. It's called free market for a reason. It's a constitutional right. They have a sign in the business, your restaurant or whatever you own, your gift shop or whatever you own, your gift shop in downtown, little town America, or whatever. You have a sign in the window that says we have the right to refuse service to anybody for any reason. And I think, you know, if you're a business owner, you have that right. Even if you're a liberal. If you don't want to serve conservatives, you have that right. So in a way, Twitter has that right. They're a private company. They have the right to purge anybody off their network for any reason they feel, you know, whatever. Jack comes up, you know, Jack, what the hell's his name? God, I can't think of his last name. Not Jack Neal. Shit. Whatever. Can't think of his, you know, the CEO of Twitter. He doesn't want conservatives on, you know, on his network. Fine. But keep one thing in mind. Look what happened to MySpace. Look what happened to Vine. Look what happened to AOL Chat. MySpace killed AOL. Facebook killed MySpace. Twitter's dying. Their stocks have went down so far. If you own stocks in Twitter, I'm going to tell you right now, get out now. You should have gotten out already, because their stocks are going to fucking drop to biblical proportions. I'm telling you. You don't want to have stocks in Twitter. I got stocks on the stock market. I'm not going to tell you what companies. Companies that are doing very fucking well. You know, when Target started their transvestite pedophiles can go in the restrooms with little girls, I pulled my stocks out of fucking Target so fast. I mean, I did. I had some stocks in Target, and I pulled my stocks out of Target so damn fast that, yeah, you know what, you get what I'm saying. Faster than I can get suspended on Twitter. Yeah, and I don't do anything with Target anymore. They're, you know, when they started that, you know, transvestite, whatever the hell, inside the restrooms of little girls, when they started that, I pulled my stocks immediately. I cashed them out. But anyway, what happened to MySpace? I don't know. They started that music shit, and that's pretty much what killed them. It wasn't Facebook. It was pretty much the music thing. I mean, Facebook had something to do with it. I mean, that Tom guy, Tom Green or Tom whatever his name, I can't think of his name, Tom whatever. That guy's a fucking genius. I mean, I feel sorry for the guy. I mean, he's got enough money to live the rest of his life. He's not worried about it. But that guy's a genius. You know, MySpace was one of the first sites of the social media revolution. And it's gone because they started, you know, that music crap, and it just killed everything. I mean, I don't even know who goes on there anymore. I don't think anybody does. I haven't went on MySpace since like 2012. I went on there, the last time I went on there, I just went on there to copy a few pictures that I gotten, and that's it. But then the Facebook thing started, and, you know, that started in 2003, same year as MySpace, but it didn't really take off until like around 2008 or 9. I advise you to check out Gab. It's a pretty good It's a pretty good site. I've been on it for a while. I've been on it since like it started. It's pretty good. I blocked liberals on there. I've had a few try to add me. I just block them immediately. I'm done with dealing with that shit. I don't think I have to worry about getting banned like Twitter. It's mostly conservatives on there. But the only problem is if you want to debate with liberals on it, you can't do it because there's barely any liberals on there. That's the one problem with it. Yeah, and Vine, I don't know what happened with that. That was a 6-second where you could make 6-second videos. That I had a few videos on there. I just never logged into my accounts again. I had like 2 or 3 accounts on there. I never logged into them again. And then we have the other one that got killed off. What was the other one? AOL chat. Man, I had like probably 200 accounts suspended from and screen names. Probably over 600 screen names and 200 accounts. Because one account on AOL chat, you can create like 5 or 6 screen names. I probably had 200 accounts suspended and terminated on AOL chat. But it wasn't as bad as Twitter. But then again, they stopped doing the AOL chat thing. They killed it off. And just like a free market business, when one company dies, another one prospers. Twitter is dying. Twitter is dying. And it's probably going to end up like MySpace, Vine, AOL chat pretty soon. Probably, I don't know how soon. Probably before 2019, if not sooner. It's going to be one of those sites that just, it's going to die off. They're killing themselves by doing this. I mean, when you do shit like that, I only want this group of people in my business. Okay, then you're just, you know, going to kill your business. If I own my own business, I will accept all people. That's what being conservative is about. If I own my own business, I'll accept gays, I'll accept Muslims, I'll accept liberals. But if you cause problems in my business, I'm going to kick you out. I mean, I don't care who comes in, but you have to regulate the trash. And Twitter's going beyond regulating it. They're not even regulating the trash. You got people threatening to kill the president on Twitter, and they're doing nothing about it. So Twitter's not regulating the trash. They're regulating conservatives. Starbucks is another one. Their stocks went down to hell. The CEO of Starbucks got right on TV. He says, I do not want Donald Trump supporters or conservatives and those that support traditional marriage only in my coffee shop. Fine by me. I go to Dunkin' Donuts. Alright, that's the video. I didn't mean to make it this long. I didn't mean to make this rant this long. But subscribe to my channel if you're new. Check out my other videos, channels, blah, 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 blah. As always, I said it once, I'll say it again. As long as I got an internet connection, I'll always be back. If you receive this transmission, you are the resistance. Go check out my boy Black Bigot. He's kind of like me. He travels a lot, does random vlogs like this. Anyway, check him out, Black Bigot. Good friend of mine. Anyway, he lives in a van. I live in a truck. So, anyway, as always, more videos coming soon.